2014 Battle of Los Angeles. Introducing first from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 199 pounds, Johnny Gargano!
Johnny Gargano wants to bring a championship, a title, some kind of prestige back to the Mistake by the Lake.
Weighing in at 212 pounds,
Trevor Lee coming off his improbable rise to the oh, Trevor Lee! Shot to the back of the head of Johnny Gargano.
Not wasted any time.
Very smart. I mean, he's defeated in 2 consecutive months, defeated Kevin Steen, Cedric Alexander, and Michael Elgin.
Yeah.
That is an impressive resume no matter who you are, let alone being at PWG for just 3-4 shows now. And so Trevor Lee has really had a meteoric rise.
Yeah.
To keep that momentum here in the semifinals of 2014 Battle of Los Angeles. Gargano, almost like a wrist drag there.
Yeah.
Casadora, reversed arm drag. Trevor Lee, cartwheels, lands on his feet, bypass. Kick sink by Trevor Lee.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to favor Trevor Lee on this one strictly because he's the unknown. He's riding a great wave of momentum.
But you know what? He did have a, I don't mean a tougher match to discount Candice, but he had a more brutal match.
Yeah.
Candice is not like Michael Elgin.
No.
Michael Elgin is a very brutal man. And going for Gargano.
Candice is not like Michael Elgin. for those of you at home that were just making sure.
Maybe the biggest understatement.
Yeah.
Trevor Lee, though, lands on his feet after Johnny Gargano skins the cat. Now Gargano looking for the Pescado over the top. Trevor Lee lands on his feet, or excuse me, Gargano lands on his feet, going for the kick. Step up Enziguri, and now Gargano coming in with that kick. Oh, the
neck breaker!
Flipping neck breaker on the floor.
Holy blockbuster!
Flipping blockbuster neck breaker off the apron by Johnny Gargano. He's back up on his feet.
Yeah, that was incredible.
And you saw Trevor Lee, actually, when he came to the ring, still clutching the back of his head. I think that probably has something to do with the power slam he took from Michael Elgin on the floor.
With the man that is not Candice LeRae.
Yeah, exactly. If you had them in a police lineup, do you think anybody would confuse the two?
Oh, man, somebody with very poor vision.
Mr. Magoo.
Yeah. Oh, big crack across the chest.
Johnny Gargano taking the fight to Trevor Lee on the outside. Very risky maneuver for the semifinal round of a tournament. I mean, if Gargano does advance, there's so many ways that blockbuster could have gone wrong.
Oh, absolutely. Back to my original theory, I'm going to say that Johnny Gargano had the privilege of facing 2 men he knew rather well in the first 2 rounds, Chuck Taylor and Michael Elgin. Is that correct?
No. Chuck Taylor and Candice LeRae. Actually knows Candice quite well.
Oh, never mind.
I thought you were calling.
He does know Candice. Sorry.
No. Trevor Lee
beat Michael Elgin.
Yeah, he knows Cedric well. We can't see what was going on. That's why we're filibustering.
Certainly. All I'm saying, he's had familiar opponents. He's never been in the ring with Trevor Lee before.
That's true, Trevor Lee.
Who knows how he's going to react to Johnny Gargano's offense.
There's some shit happening over there.
Oh, it sounded
bad. But I will say, if Johnny Gargano is not the one to bring honor back to the city of Cleveland, who else could it possibly be? Brian Hoyer? Thank you, no.
What about Webster Slaughter?
Webster Slaughter, why do I know that name?
He played for the Cleveland Browns, right? Sorry.
Oh, it's all right, deep cut. Chris Hero.
That's just my Tecmo Bowl info coming in handy.
Johnny Gargano with the upper hand. Now we can finally see the action.
Yeah.
Rolling Trevor Lee into the ring underneath the bottom rope.
Trevor Lee's face looks a little mashed up at the moment.
A little mangled. Johnny Gargano
taking a little bit too much time for my taste.
Charging in. Trevor Lee with the stop. He got all of that.
Oh, my God. That'll break a clavicle.
Just smashing Johnny Gargano into the canvas. 1, 2 count only. Deep cover by Lee, only gets a 2 count.
Yeah, and that wasn't a very strong kick out by Gargano.
No, I think he's rattled by that. And now Gargano in the chin lock from Trevor Lee.
That kick out was all upper body. If you really want to get an opponent off you usually shift your hips. You kick with your legs a little bit. But that was all upper body. I don't know if he got knocked a little bit loopy on that double stomp to the freaking trachea.
Gargano backing Lee into the corner with the shoulder. Chop to the chest. Another chop. Oh! Gargano looked like he was going to flip over the top, but instead he just got stuck. Oh, running knee lift to the midsection.
Oh, man.
And now Trevor Lee shoving Gargano out of the ring. Oh, Gargano spills to the outside.
You don't quite realize it, but a direct drop from the apron to the floor.
Yeah, it's like 3.5 feet.
Yeah, it's very disorienting too. You're not quite sure what side of your body you're going to hit.
Yeah.
Not sure
all kinds of bad things.
All kinds of debris.
Yeah. Merchandise, beer. Not beer bottles, but what is it?
Pitchers.
Yeah, pitchers. Thank you.
Plastic pitchers.
And just anything that makes your landing more awkward is just super painful. And now Gargano, 2 chops to the chest. Oh, drop kick. He just went right through the face of Johnny Gargano with that drop kick.
He's out of control. I'll tell you what, like, we talk a lot about ACH's athleticism, but look at the spring in this man.
Yeah, Trevor Lee really proving that he's got some springs in those legs ahead.
I don't know if he can shoot, but they could have used him in the FIBA game today against Turkey, especially in the first half.
Why? Because he can jump? Doesn't mean he can shoot basketball?
No, they weren't getting rebounds.
Oh, okay.
They need someone in there.
Now Johnny Gargano being worked over by Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee bending all the way back, putting all of his lower body weight on the back of Johnny Gargano's head as he's just being choked on those ropes.
Man.
Justin Borden almost getting up to 5. Fans had some thoughts about Johnny Gargano's victory over Candice LeRae after he hit the Hertz Donut. I spoke to Justin Borden during intermission. He said that it was 3. The fans thought it wasn't, but he actually counted 3. Johnny Gargano profiting from the confusion.
And in all fairness, it's up to the referee's discretion.
That's right. Just because you don't like the decision doesn't mean, oh, look at this, these guys going back and forth with these suplex attempts, and finally Johnny Gargano gets him up and over.
Oh, that has to be incredibly disorienting.
Just the constant up and down. Chris Hero refilling my water. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
Gargano with the upper hand. And now a left hand. 2 overhand lefts to the face of Trevor Lee. Trevor Lee backed up to the ropes. Gargano sends him in. Lee reverses. Sunset flip. Trevor Lee rolls through, shoved up the ropes. Oh, double up kick to the face. Gargano, rolls through with the low roundhouse.
I think Trevor Lee's out.
Trevor Lee.
Oh, maybe not.
Ducks the line. Throws Gargano up and over the top. And now, Gargano with the shoulder to the midsection. Taking it to the streets is Johnny Gargano. 1, 2, 2 count only.
3 consecutive shots to the skull of Trevor Lee. It's a wonder that he kicked out of that.
He's a tough dude, Trevor Lee. We saw it last month against Steen. We saw it against Cedric. We saw it against Elgin. This kid is the real deal. But Johnny Gargano hasn't put him away yet. The dueling chants across the building. Trevor Lee on the apron. Gargano trying to pull him into the ring.
No, I don't think they mean as in a verb.
In the literal sense.
Yeah, I don't want.
Oh, look at that, Trevor Lee. We saw him use it before. Pulls the ropes back and just uses the rope. Oh, back elbow.
That's an old Nigel McGuinness trick.
Across the throat. Trevor Lee, high right roundhouse. And now, release German suplex. Puts Gargano on the top of his head. Goes for the stomp. Gargano reverses it. Trevor ducks.
Deadlift German into a bridge.
No!
Incredible sequence.
Great water wheel motion by Trevor Lee, but it wasn't enough to put away Johnny Gargano. Gargano's still alive in this match and the tournament. And as we heard, Kyle O'Reilly concussed by Roderick Strong, taken to the hospital for precautionary measures.
Oh man, I don't want to see this.
Back elbows.
I don't want to see
like
this.
Gargano on Lee. Lee with an elbow of his own. Really stepped into that one. Trevor Lee laying in shots.
Interesting thing there is this benefits both wrestlers because Johnny Gargano is a lefty.
Oh, that's true. Now opposite sides. Gargano back in, step up enziguri.
Rapid fire.
Gargano, tope suicida, crashing right to our feet here. Spilled more water in my crotch.
It's a hell of a tope.
Yeah. Johnny Wrestling is now pulling Trevor Lee up to his feet and probably back into the ring. One we could only assume.
The tope can really knock the wind out of you. It behooves you most to get your opponent back in the ring as quick as possible to capitalize on it. But then again, if it's late in the match, you might need a breather yourself. Spear! He catches him with the gut wrench.
Gargano caught. Oh no! Reverse goes for the powerbomb. He went into the prawn hold. He tried to reverse it, but Gargano got planted, and Trevor Lee flipped through.
That was an Eddie Guerrero style powerbomb.
Dropped him hard. That gut wrench, the doctor bomb. Yeah, actually, it's a doctor bomb if you go to your ass. I mean, that was, yeah.
It looks like Gargano is bleeding a bit from the face. Not quite sure if it's a nose, perhaps, maybe. You can see a little blood on his bicep right now.
Maybe from the tope, not sure what.
And honestly, even if a bloody nose isn't that painful of an injury in a match, it messes up your breathing.
Very true. And
if you can't breathe,
it gets that much harder.
Yeah.
A bloody nose, let alone a broken nose.
Trying to desperately get some air, making his way around the ring. Going for another suplex.
Oh, went for the enziguri. Trevor Lee blocks it. Rolls through. Does Gargano. Oh, Trevor Lee had a handful of the trunks. Now, gets the boot up in the face of Trevor Lee. Now Gargano.
Here it is, the lawn dart.
For the lawn dart. Oh! Finds his mark in the corner.
Oh, God. Sometimes if you get it on the top rope, you can get your feet and soften the blow a little bit.
Oh! Hurts donut by Gargano. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no! Trevor Lee kicked out. That was 19/20th. That was a last millisecond kick out. Now Gargano
trying to wipe that blood from his nose, trying to get that airstream going again.
Clear the breath, trying to fill those lungs.
I tell you what, the Gargano section hasn't been very visible this weekend, has it?
No, they were a little quieter, but now they seem to have come alive. They know what's at stake in this match. They see how Trevor Lee has progressed to this far in the tournament.
Everybody loves an upset.
And what a Cinderella story it would be for Trevor Lee. Oh, back elbow right on that nose of Johnny Gargano. Gargano comes off the ropes. Trevor Lee comes off. These two guys putting on the brakes. And now...
Oh! That's got to be it! He's going to follow it up. Orange Crush!
Oh! 1, 2... No! Johnny Gargano kicks out!
My God.
Johnny Gargano kicks out of the Orange Crush. Trevor Lee and just about everybody in the building thought he had to put him away.
When you summon that much adrenaline, you hit 2 moves consecutively like that, and you can't get the 3 count, it is incredibly demoralizing. We got to see what Trevor Lee's going to go for next.
And this could be where the inexperience comes into play. Does he defeat himself, or does he defeat Johnny Gargano to advance to the finals of the 2014 Battle of Los Angeles?
You pull off your secret weapon and they kick out of it. What do you do?
Paintbrushing slaps being traded by these 2 men. Oh, Trevor Lee spat in the face of Gargano. Oh, backhanded him. Wow. Hip slap.
Trevor Lee. Oh, got a little too close for comfort.
Caught him right on that chin. A second one. And now Gargano coming through. Power bomb. Oh, God. Crazy whiplash on that. And now
he's going for the package now.
Package bomb driver, no!
Gargano escape, is he gonna get it?
Gargano got him tied up. Gargano escaped. Trevor Lee reversing pinning predicament. No!
Oh, man.
Oh, hard right hand. Super kick. Right roundhouse. Super kick. Gargano off the ropes, goes for the... Oh no, Trevor Lee rolled through. Gargano escaped.
He's in the center of the ring.
Nowhere to go.
He tapped out.
No escape.
It's over.
Trevor Lee. Johnny Gargano advances to the finals.
Contest is scheduled for one fall and is a semifinal round matchup in the 2014 Battle of Los Angeles. Introducing first from Paducah, Kentucky, weighing in at 81 kilos, Ricochet. And his opponent from Pokemon Stadium, weighing in at 205 pounds,
and Ricochet meeting here in the final semi-final round matchup. The winner of this match will go on to face Johnny Gargano and Roderick Strong in the finals of the 2014 Battle of Los Angeles. Roderick Strong receiving a bye into the finals. Johnny Gargano having a super tough match against Trevor Lee. Remains to be seen which one of these men will progress to the finals and how they will be affected from this match and, in fact, this entire weekend of professional wrestling. Omega and Ricochet are 2 men that are prone to antics. Sometimes Omega, actually not sometimes, all the time, Omega a little bit more. But Omega's been here before. He's the only man left alive in the tournament that has won a Battle of Los Angeles. And now, actually, the antics, I was going to say, perhaps put on his business face, but right now, maybe looking to take Ricochet out of the game. Oh, stomps on the foot of Omega. Omega had his teeth gritted, was expecting the slap. Ricochet reverses underneath. Omega sent into the corner. Omega flips up and over Ricochet. Comes up. Hurricane Rana by Omega. And now Ricochet, Hurricane Rana of his own. Step over. Takes him a little bit of a Matt Sydal style. Takes him over with the head scissors. Now dropkick knocks Omega down. Ricochet coming off the ropes. Omega just pancakes him. Uses Ricochet's momentum and his weight against him. Now the fans parting. As Omega coming over the top with a Pescado. Oh! Omega went face first into a chair on the outside. I think he might have actually slipped in a beer puddle because he went down face first on that chair. Now Ricochet, Tope con hello over the top. And Ricochet comes up wearing a chair. Now Ricochet grabbing the headset.
Ricochet grabbing the headset like a madman. I done whooped the Chris Sabin ass. I done whooped the TJP ass. I got an Omega ass coming up. Whoever's in the finals.
Roderick Strong and Johnny Gargano. Fuck out of here. I'm going to assume the chair was thrown by Kenny Omega. Didn't see it coming. But right now, the match has somehow returned to the ring. Now elbow to the back of the head by Omega. Omega coming away with the upper hand to whatever transpired on the stage. Chop to the chest. Omega, high stack on the pinfall attempt, only gets a 2 count. It's been a shitty weekend for me. Now Omega stomping Ricochet. Ricochet trying to create some distance. Low kick by Ricochet. Now Omega running stomp to the face. Deep cover again, only gets a 2 count. Omega spending some time, perhaps ill thought out, taking the time to give Ricochet an opportunity to recover. Oh, Omega. Thunderous chop to the chest of Ricochet. Now elbow shot to the face by Omega. Sorry, I was adjusting my headset, which was knocked off my head. Now chop to the arm, perhaps the shoulder of Ricochet. Omega sends Ricochet to the ropes. Oh, hard into the corner. Ricochet goes down. Omega beckoning him upward.
I want to know, who are you going to call?
Omega called for the Ghostbuster back elbow. Ricochet staggers out. Omega lateral press, hook of the leg. 2 count only, says Rick Knox. Omega wrenching up Ricochet. pulling the head of Ricochet back. Loses the arm over the leg. And Ricochet trying to stand up, trying to back his way to the ropes. Gets his foot underneath the bottom rope. The foot on top of the bottom rope. Omega with the advantage. And now calling for the harp saw. The harp saw is running, and it's across the face of Ricochet. And Ricochet, arm on the ropes, Rick Knox trying to instruct him to break it up. Now Omega has got Ricochet up in a vertical suplex. Ricochet kicking his feet. Brings him back up again. Waistlock though by Ricochet after the reversal. Northern Light suplex. He rolls through. And now Ricochet deadlifting Kenny Omega up. Omega reverses. Omega goes over the top backdrop suplex, planting Ricochet on his head and shoulders. Omega showing some signs of life. Looking to get back up to his feet. Omega's got his eyes directly on Ricochet's forehead. As he's looking for that kick, the running kick to the face, or the chop to the chest. I misspoke. And Omega coming up. Another chop to the chest. But you can see the heat affecting both men. A sledge to Omega's back. Oh, Ricochet. Thunderous chop of his own. Oh. Big chop, hard elbow shots to the face of Kenny Omega. Omega, beating the back of Ricochet like a drum with those sledges. Now big paintbrush slap. Omega coming off the ropes, back elbow by Ricochet though. Ricochet comes off the ropes, back elbow by Omega though. Now Ricochet passes him. Ace crusher. Omega goes down face first. Omega up to his feet, Ricochet up to his. Across the ring from one another. Ricochet charging in. Shoulder to the midsection, goes over the top. And Zaguri. Oh, drop kicks Ricochet out of the air. Ricochet looking for the crossbody. I hope to God they do not come in my direction. But it looks like they... Oh, Ricochet ducks under. Omega. Chopping con hello of his own. Omega diving up to the apron. Looking perhaps for the countout. Nope. Just taking a moment to collect himself. It's been a tough weekend for both of these men. And now Omega picking Ricochet up to his feet, rolling him in underneath the bottom rope. Now Omega climbing up to the top. On the top, coming off. Oh! Ricochet kicked him in the face on the way down. Ricochet again with the kick. Standing shooting star press. 1, 2. No, Omega kicks out. Ricochet climbing up to the top. Kenny Omega, big right hand, catching him behind the ear, almost like a cuffing blow. Now there's the chop. Ricochet with that overhand right hand. Oh, shots to the midsection. Oh, big headbutt. Knocks Omega off the ropes. Omega up to his feet. Oh, runs right into that kick to the face. Ricochet trying to adjust, bicycle knee to Ricochet, who's on the top. Ricochet stuck up on the top turnbuckle, and Kenny Omega is heading up to the top as well. Got the arm of Ricochet hooked around his head. Got him up. Fisherman's Buster, cross-legged Fisherman's Buster, avalanche style into the ring. Kenny Omega desperately needs to pin Ricochet right now. If he has any hope of surviving in this matchup, surviving in this tournament, he needs a pin right now. Did not have the immediacy, still recovering from the punishment he's endured throughout the weekend. Oh, right hand by Ricochet. Not a lot on it though. Kenny Omega just standing up through it. He's back up on his feet. How are either of these guys going to be able to wrestle in the finals against Roderick Strong, who's only wrestled once tonight? Both of Roderick's opponents, whether it's Kenny Omega or Ricochet and Johnny Gargano, will have wrestled twice tonight. And now Omega, right hand elbow, just rocking the head back, both men. And these guys just trading shots, center of the ring, uppercut by Ricochet, another uppercut, third one. Now Ricochet coming off the ropes, Kenny Omega, big chop, Ricochet walks through it, kicks him in the knee. Oh! Bicycle stop to the back of the head, high roundhouse, Kenny Omega catches it. Oh! Kicking Ricochet out of the ring. Such a tremendously forceful kick. It's like a teep to the chest, and he just knocks Ricochet to the floor. Omega pulling Ricochet up to the apron. And now trying to get Ricochet to relinquish his grip on the apron. And now Ricochet very slow to stand up. Omega bringing him up, a bit of a wedgie there. Looking for the dragon suplex on the apron, but you can see, I mean, it slipped in his grip. And that's going to be a major factor for the rest of this match. These guys, I mean, the ring is just so, chops, just clubbing blows. Palm strikes to the back of the head. Going for the German suplex. Ricochet very wisely. Grape finds his feet around the rope. Back elbow by Ricochet. Another one. Series of back elbows on Omega. And just beating Omega down with those elbows. Omega grabs him. German suplex on the ring apron. Kenny Omega with the German suplex on the ring apron, dragon suplex. Oh, had him covered too deep, and Ricochet able to snake his way out of it. This is awesome! This is awesome! This is awesome! Omega bringing Ricochet up. Back elbow. Enziguri. Omega staggered, but does not leave his feet. Ricochet still slow to get up, though. Ricochet off for the right hand. Ducks it. Release dragon suplex. Ricochet straight. Oh, Hadouken! Kenny Omega covers 1, 2, no! Both these guys down. Omega, though, with a clear advantage at this point. But Ricochet so dangerous. I could change on a moment's notice. Omega pulling Ricochet up. Got him set up perhaps for Kreutz Wrath. Ricochet, though, right hands to Omega's head and his shoulder just. And now Omega breaks free. Chop to the back of Ricochet. setting him up to the top. Oh, he's on the shoulders looking for Avalanche Kreutz Wrath. Avalanche Kreutz Wrath. This could be it for Ricochet. Ricochet blocks it once. Blocks it twice. And now, got him. Oh! Avalanche Kreutz Wrath. Ricochet on his feet. Ricochet ducks Enziguri. Omega stunned by it. Ricochet up. Reverse work on Rana. No, Omega blocks it. Ricochet. No! Down to his feet. 1, 2. No! Didn't catch it clean, and that's what allowed Ricochet to kick out. Omega going up one more time. This will be it. Oh no. 1, 2. Oh no, Omega kicks out. Oh, he went for the bicycle knee. Got him with the roundhouse. Ricochet to the outside. Ascending to the top rope. Ricochet. 630 senton. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Unbelievable! What more could Ricochet possibly have in his arsenal? All right, roundhouse, knockout roundhouse. 1, 2, 3. That is it. Ricochet advances to take on Johnny Gargano and Roderick Strong in the final of the 2014 Battle of Los Angeles.